I haven't done an Ask Rachel in forever, and you guys have been asking for it, so here it is. I'm going to be trying to do these weekly. I know I've said that many times before, but let's give it a try and see how it goes. Let's go ahead and start with Dade, and he says, do you have a PlayStation Vita, and if so, have you tried Uncharted Golden Abyss? I do have a Vita, and yes, of course, I've played Uncharted Golden Abyss, and honestly, I gotta say, it wasn't really my favorite. I could tell it wasn't Naughty Dog, and I think even if I played it not knowing it wasn't Naughty Dog, I would know. It just didn't feel Uncharted. And the lead character, Chick, I can't remember her name, I don't know, the characters and the personality behind the characters, it just wasn't to the level of Naughty Dog, which disappointed me. It just didn't feel right. Felt like a really good fan, a really big fan of the series made the game, and that's awesome. They could have butchered it, and they definitely didn't butcher Uncharted, but I could just tell it didn't have the spirit of Naughty Dog. Still a good game, though. Next up is GamerGirl0931, and she says, how and where is the best place to become a game tester? I would suggest being a game tester. Actually, I don't know how to answer that. I was a game tester for a while, and it's not nearly as cool as it sounds. You're not getting paid to play video games. You're getting paid to sit there and try to break a game, and that's not even as cool as it sounds. It's really like you're given one task, at least where I tested. You were given one task. It's like, try to do this one thing for 3 hours. So at first I was like, oh, you should do it at a place that does games you like, because then it won't be as bad. But then it's like, no, that might be a bad idea, because then it's going to kind of dirty your love for that game. Like, I love Naughty Dog. You guys know I'm the biggest Naughty Dog fangirl, and I love Uncharted. I would never want to game test Uncharted, because I know it would completely ruin the fun for me. It's like someone says, hey, you like cherry pie? Eat cherry pie every 3 hours for the next week. By the time the third day is done, you would hate cherry pie for the rest of your life. There, it just ruined your favorite food. So don't game test at some games you love. I honestly don't know how to answer that. You stumped me there. I don't know. I don't think game testing is for everyone. Again, it's not nearly as glorious and fun as it sounds, but some people do love it. So I don't know. Look for somewhere local, maybe? That's my best answer. I'm sorry. Totally disappointed you. Her other question is, what do you think of the God of War series? Holy crap, I love the God of War series. One of my favorite series ever. Kratos is one of my all-time favorite video game characters. I love everything about the God of War series. I love the gameplay. I love the characters. I love the character design. I love the story. I love the environments. Oh, the environments in God of War are so good. I love the scale of the environments. I love how we play Kratos, you know, this god, this fallen god, this demigod, whatever you guys want to call him. But overall, he's extremely powerful, and he's a mountain of a man. Yet they put us in these environments where he's so tiny, he's so little, and they make the environments look just so big and so epic and so amazing. I could go on and on about God of War. I love it. Santa Monica Studios, I love you so much. Robert A. says, Battlefield 3 or Modern Warfare 3? Which do you like better? Do you like both? Or are you not either a fan or aren't into FPSs? No, I'm totally into FPSs. Love them. And I'm more of a Battlefield girl than I am into Modern Warfare. I started my love for Battlefield back in 1942. Not the year 1942, but Battlefield 1942 was definitely my favorite. I used to play that competitively. So I'm more of a Battlefield girl than Modern Warfare. Wonderfully Wardy says, have you played Devil May Cry games or Bayonetta? If so, what did you think of them? I did play Devil May Cry. I love Devil May Cry, but I did not like Bayonetta, which is ridiculous because they're like copy-paste the same game, just different characters. What I didn't like about Bayonetta wasn't the sexuality. As you guys know, I love me some sexy lady characters, especially ones with big boobs and great asses. But with Bayonetta, I didn't like how over the top, like, it was. I didn't like the flowers and the hearts and the rainbows that pop out. I want blood. I want intestines. I want brain matter popping out of these characters, not cute unicorns. I also didn't like that a lot of the enemies towered over Bayonetta or my character, and I would lose her a lot in a battle. They'd surround me, and I couldn't find my character at all. I don't like in games where I lose my character. I lose myself a lot. Because then, you know, in a game that's so combo heavy and you're trying to rack up combos and do special moves, you can't do that if you can't even see your character. So that was frustrating. So love Devil May Cry, didn't like Bayonetta. Next is Ty. He has 2 questions. First, do you consider video games art? Abso-freaking-lutely. Video games are definitely art. I know there are some people out there that say they aren't, and I gotta say that's absolute bullshit. Video games are the perfect example of art in every different way, in storytelling, character creation, and of course the actual art that goes into video games and the environment art. That is definitely art, and I think it is a great portrayal of art also is because it's something that a person experiences differently. A lot of people say you look at a piece of art and you take away from it what you want to. Like, oh, is Mona Lisa smiling or not? People will say different things because it's a personal read of that art. And with video games, it's the same thing. You go through a piece of environment and it speaks differently to different people. So my answer is absolutely freaking yes. Second question from Ty is, if you could own a piece of concept art or more or less a game-inspired painting in your home, which game would it belong to? I do. I have lots of concept art and I have lots of game-inspired or artwork inspired by a game in my house. Most of it's from BioShock. I think BioShock's world is the perfect example of art. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and I don't know why, but I love people's interpretation of Rapture through their art pieces. So I have a lot of BioShock work in my house, and I also collect video game art books. I have tons of them. Even from games I didn't like, that doesn't mean I don't like the actual style and artwork from the game. So I have lots and lots and lots of video game art books. Lastly, Nick M says, wondering what difficulty do you play Rock Band and Guitar Hero on? I play it on easy and medium. I know. I'm such a baby when it comes to those games. But my hands are so tiny, but they don't wrap around the base or the neck of the guitar as easily as some people. Like some people, their fingers, it just rests in there and their fingers can hit it. But I actually have to like pull my wrist funny and hold, oh, that looks scary. But when I play, I have to hold the guitar like this, and that kills my wrist. So it's hard for me to get to that last button, which I think is the orange one. So I play on easy because then there are no orange buttons, except on the newer ones. There's the orange buttons on easy, which pisses me off. And then I play some songs on medium, the ones I've mastered, and I've just kind of memorized the overall. Oh man, I'm gonna get some comments for that movement too. But I've mastered the just kind of like movement that my fingers need to go into for that song. I'll play those on medium as well. And for some reason, it's kind of like DDR. I do better when they're coming at me really, really fast than when it's kind of slow. If the buttons are going really, really fast and I can't really think, I just have to react, those, I'm much better at those. But not when they're super fast, like on hard. Can't do that. Well guys, that's it for this Ask Rachel video. If you want to send me a question, go ahead and email me at rachelmoore@gmail.com, and make sure you put Ask Rachel in the subject line. If you don't put a subject line in there, it goes to spam and I'll never see it. So put Ask Rachel in the subject line, and I'm trying to get through your questions much more better because I'm so backlogged on these. But I love you guys, and make sure you check out my new YouTube channel, which is just Rachel. No, it is youtube.com/RachelPlays. Man, I'm having a hard time with English today. Yeah, Rachel Plays on YouTube, and that is where all my gameplay videos are going from now on. So make sure you check out and subscribe to that. And as always, I love you guys.